Remembering that this is more about staying up and awake and alert than falling asleep. And so if you're sleepy, maybe just sitting up a little bit could be helpful. So taking in a deep breath and exhaling long. And welcoming yourself to this moment. Welcoming one another. And checking in with your heart. Noticing whether it's maybe closed, shy, or is it wide open and there's no right or wrong. So if judgment comes up, just noticing that, noticing wanting things to be different, and maybe just allowing things to be exactly as they are right now. And so go ahead and take another deep breath, filling up that belly and exhaling long, long, letting all the air out, allowing it to go into the world. Now let's do that one more time. Deep inhale, long, long exhale. And with each inhale, we take a little bit, and with each exhale, we'll give a little bit, giving out into the world. So tuning into this act of breathing, there's nothing you have to do. The body breathes all on its own. We're just becoming aware, noticing that we're breathing. This body is breathing for us. Now allowing the body to just really safely and gently sink into the surface that's holding you. Feeling the earth cradling you in this way. And noticing if there are any sensations in the body right now that might want to change or let go. Without forcing or making anything happen, there might be some tension, some tightness. Seeing if you can soften around any of those. Maybe dropping the shoulders, releasing the jaw, the teeth. And with each breath you take and with each exhale, the body softens even a little bit more. And if you notice a lot of thinking, noticing the habitual mind, the planning, the judging, I like, I don't like, the going into the past or the future, just noticing all this, maybe smiling on it, and coming right back to noticing the body here, feeling those areas of contact of the body with the surface holding you, the breath. And every time you notice this, mind wandering, getting carried away by the story or the thoughts, just coming right back to right here, right now. What's in the body? What's in the mind? And any feeling tones, anything that's coloring your experience, the emotions, what's in the heart. And then connecting mind to body by noticing the thought and then the body reaction to it. Noticing if the breath changes, the body tightens. And then maybe taking in a deep breath and coming back to just being here with whatever it is that might be here right now. In the body, the breath. softening around your experience. And with each out breath, experience in the body just becomes softer and softer. The tightness in the body is invited to dissolve away if that feels so right. Noticing when the mind drifts into the past or is planning for the future. Or perhaps the invitation to bring your attention back to your feet on the ground, any sensations in the body, the breath coming in and leaving the body. Maybe tapping into that coolness of the breath as it comes in and the warmth as it leaves the body. Or the rising of the belly on the in-breath and the falling on the out-breath. And doing this with a sense of kindness, knowing that you can hold it all in this vast, loving awareness, this container that can hold it all. As Rumi says, every morning a new arrival. some momentary awareness that comes as an unexpected visitor, welcoming them all. If you have been practicing for a while, there might be some judgment about the mind wandering, the distractions. Whenever you notice that judgment, maybe just acknowledging that it's just a thought, just like everything else. Bringing a bit of kindness to it, and then coming right back to allowing your attention to rest on the breath, sensations in the body. There's nothing to achieve here. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to be right now than just here, in this moment, exactly as it is. And there is no rejecting what's already here, for it's already here. So maybe just bringing a smile to whatever comes here and welcoming it. We're now tuning into this incredible capacity of the mind to plan for the future and to learn from the past if we allow it to. So maybe tapping into that inner child imagination, allowing the mind to guide you in this way. Or maybe going back to an early time in life where you felt truly happy. And as I say this, noticing the part of you that might come to the surface saying, there's nothing to be happy about. Or the part of you that gets really joyful when I say this. Just noticing that. And it could be a time when you learn to ride a bike, maybe the time you figure out your favorite candy or your favorite toy. Maybe a time when you were just sitting up in a tree, enjoying the sound of the leaves. So just stepping into a joyful time in your life, time that brought you joy. You're noticing the heart closing up as I say this, and coming up with some kindness towards this part of your heart that might be close to joy. We're bringing in some tender thoughts or some tender caring towards it, but just allowing this. But if not, just coming up with an early memory that brought you joy. And we all have at least one memory that brought us joy. Even if part of us doesn't want to acknowledge it, there's always that one memory. So tapping into that. And allowing this memory to just become really vivid and clear in your mind. And if it brings up a smile on your face, just allowing the body to smile in this way. And maybe it's a funny memory that brings you joy. And as you sit here with this memory, noticing as you remember this, noticing how the body feels. Noticing if there is a subtle relaxation. Noticing if the face is inclined to smile. Noticing if the body feels tender or no, or whatever else the body might feel at this moment as you experience this memory. And this is a joyful memory. So keeping that in mind, something that brought you joy. And maybe every time you think about this memory, there's just this joy in your heart. Now, noticing if there's any thoughts about this, about the memory. Is there a story behind it? And without getting carried away with the story, just coming back to how the body feels in this joyful time. And I'm noticing how joy feels in the body, how joy feels in the heart. Or maybe you don't remember a memory earlier on. Maybe it's a memory of something that happened this week or last week that brought you joy. Tapping into all your resources for joy, they are in you. And perhaps it'll be the recognition of this is joy. This is what it feels like in my body. This is what it feels like in my heart. And then there's a story about this moment. Where does joy live in your body? Where do you feel this joy? And what does it feel like? So bringing a sense of curiosity. Maybe it feels like warmth or tingling or coolness. Maybe it's felt in the chest or the back, whatever it feels for you. Noticing what the breath is like in this moment. And every time the mind goes into the story of this moment, seeing if you can come back to how it feels in the body, how it feels in the heart. Maybe allowing the smile to come through. Tapping into this joy as if it was kind of that the first time you lay eyes on a newborn baby, that's ever the case, or a puppy, the tenderness, the softening. And always becoming aware of where the mind takes you. And once again and again, tuning into this sense of joy in the body. And whenever you're ready, taking in a deep breath. And then just being with this moment exactly as it is. Without making anything happen, without trying to get anywhere. Just allowing the moment. And whenever you're ready at your own pace, just tuning into the breath. Noticing the quality of the breath now. Holding it all in this deep awareness. There's space for all of it. The joy, the happy moments, the tender moments. So in the words of John Austin, he says, awareness. Her gaze is so constant, our every move watched with such affection, without condition or agenda, silent, unrelenting in her embrace. There is endless room in the heart of this lover, infinite space for whatever foolish we may toss her way. But she is also crafty, this one, a thief who will steal away everything we ever cherished. All our beliefs, all our ideas, all our philosophies, until nothing is left but her shimmering wakefulness. This simple love for what is. So maybe taking in a deep breath. And your eyes are closed, just allowing the eyes to open. Noticing how the body feels, maybe stretching a little bit. I thank you for this time together, this engaging informal practice. It's not easy sometimes. So maybe coming in with deep gratitude as you stretch around. Gratitude for the body and gratitude for yourself for doing this, not just for you, but for everybody out there as well.